past 5 years have seen a collapse of epic proportion within the soap opera industry.
Alex, this is becoming very, very dangerous.
What was once a formidable lineup of no less than 14 network soap operas in the 1980s has collapsed to just 4. General Hospital on ABC, Days of Our Lives on NBC, and The Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful on CBS and now TVGN.
Top 3, 4, 5 shows, those are going to be the ones to stand the test of time and get stronger.
I just don't think you can kill a medium that has this kind of power.
I see them being the longest running shows ever.
But for the shows left behind, their actors, producers, and fans, life hasn't been so rosy.
Your first reaction when you heard those shows were canceled were just devastation for your friends.
The relevancy of soap operas have been waning for a long time now.
Few outside the network boardrooms ever could have imagined an end to the longest-running television program in history. Yet in 2009, Guiding Light, after 60 years on television, was extinguished.
I think Procter & Gamble wanted to get out. They just wanted out.
Soon others followed. As the world turns.
When it finally happened, everyone was in such a state of shock.
One life to live.
They took our bagels away at some point, which seemed trivial, but why would you do that?
And All My Children.
My heart hurt when I heard about All My Children and One Life to Live going off the air.
I will tell you that I was blindsided. I did not see the demise of All My Children coming.
Controversial decisions were made.
You can't pay an actor $10,000 an episode. It's gone. It's done. It's dead.
And the grand storytelling legacy of Erna Phillips and Agnes Nixon has been in free fall ever since.
Not only did they shoot themselves in the foot, they shot Daytime in the head.
With tens of millions in ad revenue at stake every year.
With cash like that, who needs to work?
It has been a bloodbath of American popular culture.
I didn't think that they would actually do it.
And many millions of unhappy soap fans have been clamoring for answers to the question, who shot the daytime soap?
Jack! You promised you'd never leave me, Jack! Jack!
Oh my God, there's a lot of bullets in that gun.
Everybody knew that we were in real trouble for quite a while.
I think the soaps can bear a fair degree of blame.
People kind of went into panic mode and thought, oh crap, this is real. We're next.
Well, here's the bottom line. If you were watching those shows, they'd still be on. Period.
Too much meddling into the show from too many people.
These are tough times, and it's kind of the battle of the fittest.
Reality shows? I don't know. I mean, we all love a good reality show.
You know, the world changed, times changed.
The industry has done this to itself. It was a suicide.
I think technology started to make a difference as well.
I don't know exactly what year the OJ trial was, but I think of that as sort of the beginning of the end.
I would blame it all on OJ, to be honest.
Well, it started with OJ.
With the O.J. Simpson trial.
Everybody points to the OJ trial.
The OJ trial.
I think it was the O.J. Simpson trial.
Watching the OJ trial.
The OJ trial, everything with OJ.
The O.J. Simpson trial.
But I think the biggest thing is the OJ Simpson trial. I don't know if anybody's brought that up. They have? So, yeah. I mean, well, then I'm just corroborating that then.
I saw pieces written in the press that daytime is dead and soap operas are over. I saw that press. I just didn't believe it.
Enormous shifts in audience viewing patterns were well underway and unstoppable. Daytime's formula for success was no longer working, and ABC began a series of drastic measures in an attempt to preserve Agnes Nixon's iconic brands.
They called us all in the lobby and told us that we were moving to LA. So it wasn't a cancellation meeting, it was, we're moving to LA. So here we are, everyone in New York going, oh my God.
All My Children had moved to Los Angeles, and One Life was moving to their studio, so that was just kind of out of nowhere. It's kind of these things that just kind of come out of nowhere. And so you realize the wheels are turning somewhere about what's going on with these shows.
So there were rumors, oh, My Children's gonna be canceled, blah, blah, blah. We heard that for about a year. And then one day we got this big group email saying, mandatory meeting, even if you're not at work, you have to come in today.
I really was blindsided, and I believed it. I mean, I was being told that All My Children would be going off the air.
Brian Franz, the head of Daytime, and Julie Carruthers, Susan Lucci, the three of them were walking. They passed right by me with very stoic faces, and I mean, what else could it be?
And I looked around at so many people I loved and respected and had spent so many hours in the trenches with and adored, and that lives were going to change.
And then there was a big TV screen where we could see other people, and I thought, who are they? That's One Life to Live. And I'm like, okay, I know we're getting canceled right now. Don't tell me they're getting canceled too. And you could hear a pin drop.
I mean, the last several weeks of All My Children, we were already finished shooting. I would be home, and I would go all by myself behind closed doors just to watch every day. And so it would take a lot for me to watch again. Sorry.
After 41 years on the airwaves of ABC, the long run of Agnes Nixon's flagship daytime dramas came to an end.
After Guiding Light, then As the World Turns were canceled, which were such beloved shows and on for 70 years and 57 years. And then when All My Children and One Life to Live were canceled in the same day, that really felt like the death knell for shows.
The silver lining for the last 4 soaps on network television is that with less competition on the airwaves, they have a new lease on life.
When you think about what's happened now, where you have Bold and the Beautiful and Young and the Restless, Days of Our Lives at NBC, and now General Hospital is ABC, I don't think they're going anywhere.
If anything, they're continuing to reinvent themselves. I see them being the longest running shows ever.
In 2013, TVGN acquired the cable rights to rebroadcast The Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful from CBS, a move seen by many industry insiders as another indication that soaps on broadcast TV are here to stay.
Maybe in the daytime, the soap operas aren't as plentiful and they're not pulling the numbers that they used to. But look around, they're really actually the greatest showbiz success story ever.
Well, I think that daytime dramas are surviving. I just don't think you can kill a medium that has this kind of power. No one shot the daytime soaps. It was a pretend bullet.
I got one life to live, this for all my children. Getting sold off to the highest bidder. Doing my job cause I ain't no quitter. I like 'em young and restless.